I thought to jump in and have a quick conversation with you. It's a beautiful day here. Let me show you around. I'm sitting inside here. It's in US terms, probably 85 plus 90 degrees here. Canada terms, 30, 30 degrees, close to that. You can see my outside office there in the background, my RVs here, my home around me, and my ride is gone because the kids and everybody, they're gone to swim. Work day for me today. And the last work day, I have the next few days off. Actually, I did my last call and I have a couple hours of work left. I need to finish off and I'm done for the weekend. Kyle, great to have you here. Thanks for watching. I wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about toughness and really starting off with life. And if you've lived a few years, I've lived 40 something years on this earth, even though I might look younger. With the baby face. One of my clients called me that because my beard is gone, or at least it's lowered a lot. But the few years that I've lived here on this beautiful earth, one of the things that you learn very quickly, and if you've lived a few years, you know that life can be incredibly tough. And tough shows up in ways that you would not expect it. Sometimes that tough shows up in unexpected health challenges for you, for those around you. And sometimes that tough shows up in financial challenges. Sometimes that tough shows up in business challenges. Sometimes that tough shows up in partnership challenges with your business partners. Sometimes that tough shows up life challenges with your life partner, with your kids. Sometimes that tough shows up with existential dilemmas that you have internally, with spiritual challenges internally, the demons that you've been fighting. There are all sorts of toughs in your life. In fact, it's set up life, I think, at this point, and from thousands of years of human research and things shared by amazing philosophers, scientists, and all sorts of amazing thinkers, shows that life is designed to be tough. It's not designed to be a light thing you're floating through. So whether you do tough things or not, life can be tough. So my proposal and my invitation to you is, do you actually try tough things? And this was actually Tony Robbins said this, that I challenge myself so God doesn't feel the need to challenge me by giving me hard things to deal with. And some of you are great to have you here, Jocelyn. So when was the last time you challenged yourself? And not challenge, some people they challenge themselves in all sorts of weird ways. I'm going to do cold plunge every day. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to run a marathon. Again, nothing wrong with those specifically, but they're kind of random things they pick to challenge themselves. But that's not what I mean. What I mean is, what is the path that you've picked? And this is if you were to pick everything that I work with people with around business, around their life, relationships, around the teams that I've worked with, the couples that I've worked with, the biggest predictor of them having a fulfilled, successful, purposeful life is their sense of purpose. If they have clarity around their sense of purpose and vision, they pick challenges that truly matter to them. If my clients don't have, and often when I meet potential clients, I can see that right off the bat where that clarity of purpose is not there. And it is a lot of discovery that takes them to there. And as soon as it becomes clear to them and it clicks in, not just mentally, but in their heart, in their being, in every cell of their body, all of a sudden something shifts. They start to show up very differently. It's perceptible. They might look the same, but they don't feel the same. They don't have the same conviction. They don't have the same declaration. They don't have the same habits anymore. Not because they picked up some book on habits, not because they tweaked a few habits, but there was a purpose behind it. And that's just how our mind works. If you have not figured out what that purpose is, I don't care what hard things, tough things you pick. You're just picking random things that are hard in life, and life is meant to be hard. So the question I have for you is, are you clear about the purpose that connects with your core, with your soul, with your heart, whatever you want to term it? If you don't know what that is, if you don't feel it, you might not be able to describe it, but if you don't feel it in your day-to-day existence, you are doing random things. Even if you think you're a high achiever or a high performer, you're randomly challenging yourself to go towards random paths. That does not help. So my invitation to you is, pick the tough that matters to you. So, for example, right now, one of the current tough things is that we just went on the road with my whole family. We left everything, sold everything, got on the road with our RV with 2 kids and one on the way. And this could be a tough thing for anybody, a new path, a new thing forward, as much as it has this plus things like sunny weather, all that stuff. But it's also incredibly challenging to have your family be in a small 150 square foot space from 2,000 something square foot. And it's also incredibly challenging to deal with the routine or lack of routine when you're building a whole new life. There's been weather challenges here. There's been RV challenges we ran across, even though our RV is fairly new. But if you know how the RV industry works, a lot of the stuff is not tested. So we've had to deal with repair issues. We've had to deal with routine issues. My wife is pregnant, energy issues, challenges between us because we're getting used to the new routine. The kids are adapting. We're alone here, away from many family. Right now, I flew my parents here to Florida, and they're staying with us, and that was really good because we felt connected. We've got some connection to the people that we knew. We have made some friends here. It's helped a lot. But again, this is really tough. But why did we pick this tough? Because this feels aligned with our soul. It wasn't a random tough we picked. We didn't just wake up one day and said, we should do the RV thing because it's tough. No, we did that because it feels aligned with the path that we're on. I won't go into the details of why, but that's why we picked it. Why did I pick the kind of business that I'm in? I've been a coach for the past decade. I've been an entrepreneur. I'm this kind of entrepreneur for a specific purpose. I didn't randomly jump into entrepreneurship. Let me open a business because they say business is a great opportunity. To be honest, business is too tough for people to create random businesses. Pick the thing that matters to you. Pick the business, the cause, the whatever that matters to you personally. But the problem is, if you haven't done that inner discovery, you will not know what that is. And most people are not trained to do that kind of discovery. And if you don't have the kind of support that you need on that side, jump into one of the workshops that I do. I have one coming up this next month in March. We're going to go towards productivity mastery, but we're going to go much deeper into other areas. I'm going to start promoting that next week. But if you want to be part of that, just type I'm in or hashtag I'm in. I'll share the link when it's ready with you. But it doesn't matter if you come to my workshop or go somewhere else. Find a way to do that discovery process, because when you figure that out, your perception, your lens of life completely changes. You start to challenge yourself towards things that truly matter to you, not some random stuff because it's hard, if it's cold plunge or jumping from the sky or starting a business or starting a different kind of life. No, none of that matters if it's not aligned with your path. And most people kind of randomly jump towards different things without realizing what connects to their purpose. My connection shows a little bit slow. Hopefully, I'm still with you, Chris. Great to see you. Thanks for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. So my question to you is: do you feel aligned with your path, and are you picking the things that feel aligned with you, that are tough and challenging, rather than random things? Based on what I'm sharing, what do you think is your biggest insight here? What do you think you need to do to go closer to that purpose? Again, I'm not attached to whether you get that support from me or somebody else, but get it as soon as possible, because you only have a few years on this beautiful earth, and you're going to leave just as certainly as you came in. But you're going to leave a legacy behind. Legacy, not just in terms of money. I think that's the lowest form of legacy, to be honest, assets and finances. The highest form of legacy is the model that you leave behind, the culture that you leave behind, the values that you leave behind, the things that people can remember and see, even if they don't remember you, but they remember the values and the model. And if you don't know what that is, it's very hard to go towards that. So what is that for you? Yeah, please share that in the chat below. Thank you, Kyle, Jocelyn, Samira, Chris, for all of you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next conversation. I'd love to hear from you. Hope you have an incredible day, and hope you have just as a beautiful day as I do here. Take care. Bye.